I told y'all this Ryan Garcia Devin Haney saga, it continues and it getting crazier and crazier day by day. And now Lil Bill Haney is involved, and he may have just blew the whole cover on their whole game plan. We're going to talk about all this in this video. Make sure you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's cook on it for a minute. Now, yesterday, the whole world was shocked when the news came out that Ryan Garcia has now tested positive for a banned substance. Now, it's a bunch of layers to this story. We've all been talking about it. But now, you had Lil Bill Haney's son, come out. And to me, this shit is real fishy, what took place with Bill Haney's son 3 days after the fight. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let y'all see this video of Little Bill. This is Devin Haney's brother, Bill Haney's younger son. And this is a video that he put up 3 days after the fight. I'm going to just let y'all see this.
Yeah, on Saturday. You know, you see what happened, but it's okay. Wins and losses is what makes us bosses. You know, we did everything right in training camp, no excuses. I just don't know how Ryan did everything wrong and won, but like I said, no excuses. All glory be to Allah. But something crazy, though, is I was on the prayer mat today, and Allah was just telling me he's going to test positive for his drug test. Keeps going in my brain, and I'm like, no excuses. I mean, everything happens for a reason. And he keeps saying he's going to test positive for his drug test. He's going to test positive for his drug test. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, all glory be to Allah. There is none worthy of worship but Allah. And, yeah.
That boy said Allah came to him and told him that Ryan Garcia was going to fail his drug test. He said Allah came to him and told him that. Now, when I see this, I said, Allah ain't told this little boy nothing. He might have heard Bill Haney tell him that. He might have heard them over talking the plan in their home. But, man, I don't know. Like I said, man, it's just crazy, this whole situation. You don't want to, like me, myself, I don't want to come out and just flat out accuse Ryan Garcia of doing PEDs because, like I said, when I watched the fight, it ain't look like he was on nothing. It looked like he needed to be on something because Ryan was fighting in spurts. His conditioning looked like some shit. To keep it a buck, I've seen Ryan Garcia put on way better performances than he did against Devin Haney. The only thing that was really special in that fight is him being able to land that left hook anytime he wanted to. That's basically what it was, you know. He had a game plan, and it worked well for Ryan Garcia. But as far as anything else, like I said, he wasn't in great condition. He was fighting in spurts. He was having to take 2-3 rounds off at a time to get his energy back. And so, I mean, like, I didn't see nobody that was on no PEDs. Or let me change that. I didn't see nobody doing nothing that made me think, man, he on something. It's plenty of fights that I watch in boxing all the time where I'm like, yeah, this dude was on something. But see, in boxing, unless it's a big fight like this, they don't never test. Because most of the time, not most of the time, all the time, these fighters got to pay for these tests on their own, or the promoter got to pay for it. And most of the time, the promoter ain't going to pay for it because the fighter don't have a big enough name. So I see fights all the time where I'm like, man, this dude, he on some shit. He got acne all over his back. He throwing 100 punches per round. He ain't getting tired. He still looked the same that he did in the first round. And now it's the last round. It's like, man, it's telltale signs. But with Ryan Garcia, you saw all the complete opposite. You saw him getting tired. As soon as he would throw a barrage, he was tired as hell, couldn't fight for the next 2-3 rounds. Like I said, he was fighting in spurts. His body wasn't chiseled. He didn't look like his body was even in shape like that. He was just big, you know. He looked like he had a lot of water weight on him. But other than that, it was nothing that stood out to me in Ryan Garcia's performance or how his body looked that say, okay, yeah, he's using something. Now, I do understand it's a lot of guys that's on PEDs that is still fat, they flabby. So I understand it's not always physical, but you don't see guys on PEDs getting tired after throwing 6 or 7 punches. That ain't what you see, because Tyson Fury, when he was on PEDs, you ain't see Tyson Fury ever getting tired. And I could name a bunch of other fighters that was on PEDs. They was never getting tired. And now you got Bill Haney's little son, Devin Haney's little brother, coming out talking about, I told him that Ryan Garcia was going to fail the drug test. Come on, dog. Allah ain't worried about what's going on with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney when it comes to boxing. He's there to protect you and to make sure that, nobody loses their life and everybody come out healthy. But yeah, all that Allah told me that Devin Haney was going to fail his drug test and came to me, I don't believe that. That's just me. Y'all can believe what y'all want to believe, but I don't believe that. And I'm not saying that Ryan Garcia wasn't dirty or he wasn't trying to use performance-enhancing drugs. I'm just saying it's a lot of weird shit to this whole situation, and a lot of things don't add up to me. So, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to see what they do. The investigation, like I said on my live stream earlier today, Ryan Garcia has more than enough funds and backing behind him to get down to the bottom of this situation. So now I'm going to be looking at Ryan Garcia like, you said you didn't do it. You claiming your innocence. Now go ahead and get down to the bottom of it because you have the funds to do it. That's the great thing about this situation. I believe that if Ryan Garcia is innocent, we gonna find out. If Ryan Garcia is guilty without a shadow of a doubt, we definitely gonna find out. And if he is guilty, he needs the same punishment that they giving all these other fighters. Now, I believe the second time around, if you ever pop dirty, well, they need to kick your ass up out the sport. But we know boxing, they don't play fair. Boxing is a dirty, corrupt sport all the way around itself. And I also don't trust Vada. Vada has a very, very close working relationship with Victor Conte, a known cheat, somebody that's in Devin Haney's camp. And so, man, it's just a whole lot of layers to this situation. I'm not even going to get into all of that right now, but we all know. But like I said, man, if Ryan Garcia did do this, I do feel sorry for Devin Haney for having to go in the ring and face somebody on some shit, even though I don't believe it would have had an effect like that in the fight, because I know what I saw. I know that Devin Haney has defensive flaws that he needs to fix, and that was the reason he kept getting caught with those hooks. So, it is what it is. Maybe Ryan Garcia did use this to try to cut the weight, and he was having problems cutting weight. I don't know. We just got to sit back and find out the ins and the outs and the outs and the ends of this situation. But I ain't gonna lie, that video that Lil Bill posted 3 days after the fight, that makes me even more suspicious. You know what I'm talking about? It made me think, did he come out and say that and wasn't supposed to say that? Because we know he's a kid and kids get to run in their mouth. Was he not supposed to say that? Did he already know the plan that was in place that Bill Haney had to get that L off of Devin Haney's record with Victor Conte and the whole Vada situation? I don't know. I'm just saying these are thoughts that's been going through my head, and it ain't necessarily a fact at all. These are just thoughts I got. But let me know what y'all thoughts on all this is. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and y'all already know how I do. Tego talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.
Take a bath before you put your ass on them seats. Ride, got the top let down, lean into the right.